Hi everyone, FIFA Career Mode here. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. And if you like to keep up to date with the latest FIFA Career Mode news, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Now, if you are thinking of starting a new FIFA 19 Career Mode, but you're unsure of which team to use, then this is definitely the video for you, as we're going to be looking in depth at 3 second tier teams and the reasons why they're a good team to do a FIFA 19 Career Mode with. And the first team is Derby County of the English Championship. So Derby County is a team very close to me geographically, and for a second tier team they've got a very healthy transfer budget, 12.32 million, and their board expectations, they are easily achievable. So let's have a look at those in more detail. So in the overview, we have got to reach round 32 of the FA Cup and gain automatic promotion to the Premier League from the Championship. So now let's have a look at the youth development. We want to sign 2 players with a potential over 75 to the youth squad and increase them by plus 10. Sign 3 players in the youth academy assigned to midfielder position, and within 2 seasons grow 5 youth academy players by plus 10. As soon as they've grown, play them in 10 matches, either in a starting 11 or as a substitute. The brand exposure, we've got to sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to a midfielder or forward position. There's obviously no continental success. We've already touched on the domestic success that we need to achieve. And financially, we've got to reduce player wages by 44 grand a week. So Derby County's default formation is a 4-3-3 holding. And the top 2 players for me are Mason Mount and Harry Wilson, who are both on loan at Derby County in the central attacking midfielder roles. So now let's have a look at the Derby County squad in more depth. And there's surprisingly quite a few players in here who've got an in-game face scan. The first one being goalkeeper Scott Carson, and the second one being Andre Wisdom. And most of these players will have had their faces scanned at a previous club in the Premier League. Jaden Bogle is the first player with a high potential, showing great potential of 83, only 17 years of age. Another face scan is Curtis Davis. Tomorrow, the centre-back, 20 years of age, 71 overall, showing great potential, 83. Ashley Cole, the veteran, with a face scan, retiring at the end of this season. Another left-back with a face scan is Scott Malone, 27 years of age, with an overall of 71. Tom Huddleston, another player with a face scan. Bit of a veteran now at 31 years of age, an overall of 72. Another exciting youngster now is Max Bird. He doesn't have a potential status because of his overall being under 60, but he will be showing great potential with a potential of 81. Andy King, who is on loan from Leicester City, another one of those players with an in-game face scan. Mason Mount, who is on loan from Chelsea, the English youngster, with an overall of 74 and is an exciting prospect with a potential of 86, and he also has a real face. Akichi Anya, the Scottish international right winger or left back, another one of those players with a real face scan. Harry Wilson, who is on loan from Liverpool, the Welsh international, with an overall of 74 and a potential of 85. David Nugent, the veteran striker, another one of the players with a face scan. And the final Derby player with a face scan is a Welsh international, Tom Lawrence. So now we'll look at some first transfer window targets realistic for Derby County. And the first player is Oliver Skipp from Tottenham Hotspur. He can play central defensive midfield or central midfield. 64 overall, a potential of 83. Ryan Brewster, who has a real face, from Liverpool. He's got an overall of 62, a potential of 84. He's 18 years of age and he's a striker. Harry Cochrane from Hearts up in Scotland. He can play central midfield, central defensive midfield or central attacking midfield. He's 17 years of age, 64 overall and a potential of 84. Eddie Nketiah from Arsenal is a striker, 19 years of age, from England. He's got an overall of 66 and a potential of 85. Ethan Ampadu from Chelsea. He can play centre back or central defensive midfield. He's 17 years of age, from Wales. He's got a real face, an overall of 65 and a potential of 86, an exciting prospect. The final transfer target realistically for Derby County in the first transfer window, Angel Gomez from Manchester United. He's got an overall of 67, a potential of 87, and he also has a real face. So now let's move across to the French second division, and this time we'll be looking in more detail at FC Metz. They've got quite small transfer budget at only 4.05 million, but with a good nucleus of young players, the board expectations should be quite easily achieved. So let's have a look at those in more detail. So we've got to reach round 32 of the Coupe Nationale, and we've also got to win the league title. That could prove challenging. Within 2 seasons, we've got to have 1 player from the youth academy signed in the first season, play 50% of the matches in the following season. Brand exposure wise, we've got to keep a streak of 85% attendance in 5 consecutive home matches, no continental success. Domestically, we've already touched on, and financially, we have got to finish the season with 2.65 million unspent allocated funds. Again, that could prove quite challenging if you like signing players. So now let's have a look at Metz's squad, and default formation is 4-3-3 holding. That starting 11 does look very strong, with most players having an overall of above 70. So now let's have a look at the Metz squad in more detail, and the first high potential young player is the goalkeeper Guillaume Dietrich. He's only 17 years of age, 56 overall, potential of 80. Mamadou Fofana, he can play central defensive midfield or centre back. He's 20 years of age with an overall of 66 and a potential of 81, showing great potential. Victorien Angban from the Ivory Coast, he can play central midfield or central defensive midfield. He's 21 years of age with an overall of 71, potential of 80, showing great potential. Habib Diallo, who can play striker or left wing, he's from Senegal. He's got an overall of 73 and a potential of 81, 23 years of age. Amadou Dia Ndiaye, he can play striker or on either wing. He's 18 years of age from Senegal, 62 overall, a potential of 80, showing great potential. Ibrahim Nayane, also from Senegal, 19 years of age, striker or left winger, 68 overall, potential of 81, showing great potential. And we also have 1 player in FC Metz who does have a real face, and it's Emmanuel Riviere, who used to play for Newcastle, 68 overall. So now it's time to have a look at a few realistic transfer targets for FC Metz in that first transfer window, and the first one is Takafusa Kubo from FC Tokyo. He can play pretty much anywhere across the forward line, 17 years of age from Japan, 65 overall and a potential of 85. Yari Viasharan from Anderlecht, he's got a 68 overall. He can play central attacking midfield, right wing or left midfield. He's 17 years of age and a massive potential of 87. Amin Giore from Lyon, he's a striker, 18 years of age with a 67 overall and a potential of 86. Quite a realistic transfer target for FC Metz. So now it's time to look at the third and final team in this video, and it's a German second tier team, Hamburger SV. They've got a pretty decent transfer budget of 12.5 million, but with the squad they've got, again, their board expectations should be easily achievable. So let's have a look at those in more detail. So in the Cup we have to reach round 32. Within 2 seasons in Bundesliga 2 we've got to win the league title, but hopefully in the first season we could gain automatic promotion. So youth development wise, we've got to sign 2 players with the potential over 75 to the youth squad and increase their overall by plus 10. Brand exposure wise, we've got to gain £10.6 million earnings from shirt sales. There is no continental objectives. Domestically, we've already touched on, gain automatic promotion and reach round 32 of the Cup. And financially, we've got to keep player salary growth under 15%. Now, Hamburg's default formation is 4-1-4-1. You've got some excellent youngsters and some very well-established players. They didn't have a mass exodus when they were relegated last season. So let's have a look at the squad in greater depth. And the first high potential young player is Rick van Drongelen from the Netherlands. He's a centre-back or left-back, 19 years of age, 71 overall, and a potential of 83. Papadopoulos, a player who used to be very good on earlier editions of FIFA. Gideon Young, the centre-back or central defensive midfielder, 23 years of age, 73 overall, and a potential of 80. Douglas Santos, who's a left-back from Brazil, potential of 81. One of my personal favourite fullbacks on FIFA 19 is Joshua Wagnerman. He's 17 years of age, overall of 62, and potential of 84. Lewis Holtby, formerly of Tottenham Hotspur, he has an in-game face scan. Odell Mangala, who is on loan at Hamburg, he's got an overall of 73, a potential of 84, and can play central midfield or central defensive midfield. Tatsuya Ito from Japan. He's 21 years of age with an overall of 17 and a potential of 81. Filip Kostic, another quality player who you could recall it if you chose to. Aaron Hunt, another player who's got an in-game face scan, 76 overall. A player who I devoted the full career mode to in FIFA 18 is Jan-Fiete Arp, 68 overall, massive potential of 86. He's a striker, 18 years of age. Hwang Hee-chan, who is on loan at Hamburg, he's got an overall of 72 and a potential of 81. So now let's have a look at some realistic transfers who you could get in the first transfer window for Hamburger SV. The first one is Jonas Ekstein from Werder Bremen. He's got an overall of 70, a potential of 83, and play right wing or striker. Sepp van Berg from PEC Zwolle in the Eredivisie. He's got an overall of 66, a potential of 84, 16 years of age, centre back. Kamil Jozwiak from Lech Poznan. He can play left midfield or right midfield, 20 years of age from Poland, 67 overall, potential of 85. And his countryman Sebastian Szymanski from Legia Warsaw. He can play central attacking midfield or right midfield, 67 overall, a potential of 84. And finally, Gianluca Itta from Wolfsburg. He's a left back, 19 years of age, with a 67 overall and a potential of 84. So if you're looking for some inspiration to start a new career mode in FIFA 19, I hope you found this video helpful if you like using second division teams. And all that remains to say is thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time. FCG out.